Hello everyone and welcome you all back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to see how we can check whether the two numbers are in anagram. But before we go to the implementation, we need to look what is anagram and how we can check that. Okay, so let me open this tab and see. Two words are in anagram only when both the words have same characters and in same frequency or number. So if there is one J in the one word and another word should have only one J. Okay, let's say there are 2a in the first word, another word also should have 2a. Okay, so this is something which is the definition of anagram. And to check that, first thing we need to check is both the words should be of same length. Let's say if I add any value here, so it will not be of same length and they cannot never be anagram, because this character is not there in the first word. Or if I add even the same character as J, so J is coming only once here and here it is coming twice, so that can never be an anagram. Okay, so the logic to check the anagram is, what we are doing is we are taking the first character from word 1 and we are checking whether this is there in the second word or not. Okay, so after doing that, what we are doing, we are removing that. Okay, now we are checking a, if a is present in the second word or not. So we are checking the first occurrence, and if we found, we are removing it. Okay, now we will check b. Okay, so b is there and we'll remove it. Again a, we'll remove it. 2, we'll remove it. B, will remove it. L, will remove it. O, will remove it. G, will remove it. So after iterating this word by character and removing all the values, this should come empty. Then only both the words are in an anagram. Okay, so let's see the logic. So we are having two string variable, calling it word1 and word2, and we have assigned these values to both the variables, and we are having this function called is anagram using string method. Okay, and here we are passing both the words, if you see. Okay, and it is returning a boolean, true or a false, and based on that we are deciding whether it is an anagram or not. So let's see what logic we are implementing. So word1 dot length should not be equal to word2 dot length. If it is not equal, then we are returning false. Okay, otherwise we are running a for loop to check. So we are running the for loop from I is equal to 0 to less than the length of first word. So C is the character, word1 dot char at I. So at 0, as I showed you, okay, at 0 we have J. Okay, and now we are trying to find C index, word2 dot index of C. Okay, so J is present at index 1. So what we are trying to do, we are checking if index is -1. Index is returned -1 only when that character is not present in the word. So if in word2 J is not present, it will return -1. Okay, and if it doesn't return, then what we are trying to do is we are doing the substring. So 0 to index, the index is 0 to 1. Okay, so what the substring does, when you do 0 to 1, it will take only 0 and not 1. Okay, now what we are doing is appending word2 plus substring index plus 1. So index was 1 and now index plus 1 will be this, which is at index 2, and the value is also 2. So from 2 to this will return that. Okay, so after doing that, word2 will become A, 2, V and all. J will be removed. Okay, so let me just, okay, after this what we are doing, so if it is not -1, then we are doing this logic, otherwise we are returning false. And at end of this for loop, we are checking if the word2 is empty. What this function returns is true or false based on this. If it is empty, it will return true. If it is not empty, it will return false. So as I explained you over here, at the end of the iterating this by character, if you find this as empty by applying the same logic which we are doing it over here, then it is a anagram. Okay, so just let me run this program and see whether these two values are in anagram or not. So let me open the console, and yeah, these and these are anagram. So here it is this is returning true and this is true. So Java to blog and this value are in anagram. Is anagram is here you can see true. Okay, so let's just debug the code. I'll put the breakpoint over here and run this program in a debug mode so that we can understand what we are trying to implement. Sorry, debug as Java application. So the program will stop here and it's asking to open the debug perspective so that we can open the variables and just go step into and step over. So we are at this line and we haven't executed this line, so let me just execute it and create those variables. So if you see, we have these two variables, word1 and word2, which same as we are assigning here. Okay, so here what we are doing is we are calling this method. So let's get inside this method. To get inside this method, you need to use step into. So once you do step into, you will come in this method. Okay, so we are at this line, right? So let's check whether the length of word1 and length of word2 are equal or not. Okay, so these are equal, so it's coming out of this loop. And well, to understand, you can have a curly braces over here, but if you don't have it, it is well and good, there is no issue. But here like here we are checking not equal to, and this condition becomes false, so it will not execute this and it will come out of the loop and it will go to the for loop. Okay, so we are trying to iterate the first word and see what is happening. Now the value of I is 0, and now the character at I is C is J. Okay, the first character at index 0 is J. Now we need to execute this line. Okay, we are trying to find the index of this character J in word2. So let's see what it is returning. So index is 1. Okay, so we can find J at index 1. Now we are checking index is not equal to -1, then we are doing this substring. So let's see what happens to the word2 when we do this whole thing. You see, J is gone from here. So you need to just keep on running this loop, and you see one by one all the values will go. Okay, so if anywhere in between, if this index is returned as -1, then it will come out of this condition and it will execute the else condition, which is returning false, and this, if it returns false, this is not a anagram. So let's just complete this. Okay, so now only one word G is left, and okay, see what happens. We have completed the loop. Okay, now the word2 is become empty. Okay, so now it will go to the return and check whether word2 is empty, and yes, it is empty, so it will return true. And once it returns true, it will come here. Okay, and it will assign the value true to is anagram variable. Okay, now it's become true, and now we are just printing it. Okay, if you see here, let's complete this program. Okay, so hope you guys have understood the concept very clearly, and if not, you can just go through this program and understand once more, and it will help you guys. So please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.